6th grade. The girl is in 8th grade. You call yourself trying to bully my motherfucking baby and you get beat up? You get beat up by a 6th grader? Are you serious? Like, I am the wrong person for this type of shit because it made me want to get out of retirement and fuck somebody up. But I'm really livid. I'm really so livid. So let me tell y'all about this shit. The little girl had been talking about my...
Ultimax about to drive you mad.
Had a dream last night, God, what you trying to show to me? Promise seems surreal, wide awake like I'm never sleep. Had a dream last night, God, what you trying to show to me? Promise seems surreal, wide awake like I'm never sleep. Talking, toss, turn, man, I just can't fight it. Every time I go to sleep, the same dream keep riding. God, won't you wake me up? I'm tired of the silence. I thought I'd hear clear if I just pray for some guidance. You know I might just go ahead and pay for some sleep. Old heads keep stressing me, you don't work, you don't eat. Man,
Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Peep Game TV. Alright, check this out. I'm your boy Topicz. We back with another banger. Alright, check this out now. We got a young lady who said her daughter's being bullied. Now, her daughter is 12 and in middle school. And she said she been bullied by, you know what I'm saying, her older female. The girl, the bullies in the 7th grade or 8th grade, one or the other. Either way. Now, she said, you know what I'm saying, there's some racism involved. I don't know because I ain't seen the video. We gonna check it out together and see if it's, you know what I'm saying, just bullying or, you know, little kid racist. You get what I'm saying? Hey, cause like we know how we could be sometimes. Sometimes, you know, we'll holler racism and it don't be racism. You get what I'm saying? Now, even though it makes it hard when it is racism because, you know, so many times we don't know racism from prejudice. People being, you know what I'm saying, prejudiced. Anyhow, we gonna check out the video and see what's really happening. Before I do hit this play button, let me go and I want y'all to go ahead though and smash that like button. Come on over here if you're feeling the content and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to share this shit, you see what I'm saying? And leave y'all comments down below and let me know what y'all think about this one. I ain't gonna talk y'all head off. We're gonna jump right into it and see what's really popping. Y'all, let's get it.
Y'all, so my oldest baby got into her first fucking fight, right? Got into her first fucking physical fight. She's in 6th grade. The girl is in 8th grade. You call yourself trying to bully my motherfucking baby and you get beat up? You get beat up by a 6th grader? Are you serious? Like, I am the wrong person for this type of shit because it made me want to get out of retirement and fuck somebody up. But I'm really livid. I'm really so livid. So let me tell y'all about this shit. The little girl had been talking about my baby's skin, telling her to go back to Africa, calling her the N-word, you know, darky, talking about her hair, calling it nappy, saying she ugly, talking about her shoes, talking about her clothes, talking about her book bag, you know, just saying all that little shit. Everybody that know me know I keep my kids looking up to par. They pretty as hell, hair nice and thick. So you talking all that shit, you just hating on my baby. You get what I'm saying? That comes with being a middle schooler, going into high school and all that shit. You gonna have them type of haters. I done already talked to my kids about it, but my thing is don't bully my baby. Don't be trying to put no fear in my child.
Believe either party is innocent in this.
So you're telling me, okay, I understand. So you telling me if the girl hit my daughter, my daughter's in 6th grade. She's messing with my daughter. She attacked my daughter, and your staff just said she attacked my daughter. She came out the blue and attacked my baby. Hitting her fingers. My daughter hitting her in the head, she's biting her. You're telling me, okay, but you're telling me that it took for my baby to flip her over to defend herself. She shouldn't defend herself, right?
No.
That's what you just said. You said y'all don't tolerate anybody hitting or fighting. Full of fucking excuses. Okay, so let me know. Say it over again.
Striking somebody's attack. That's not defending. Getting in a fight in school is not okay.
So what do you want her to do? What did you want her to she hit her. She's in 7th grade. My daughter is in 6th grade. Walk away? You wanted my daughter to walk away from somebody hitting her?
If somebody hits her and she walks away and she keeps walking away, how is that person supposed to hit her?
Are you serious right now?
How do he sound?
Yes, very serious.
That's some bullshit.
Now I get, you know what I'm saying, you know, you get hit, you know, a kid get hit, you know, and instead of, you know what I'm saying, retaliating or hitting the person back, they go and tell the teacher. But if you getting hit on and beat, you ain't gonna keep walking away. I ain't gonna tell my child to keep walking away and let somebody beat them in the head. What? No, she did the right thing. She turned around and mollywopped her little ass. Sound like to me, you know what I'm saying, whoever the superintendent is, he just trying to, you know what I'm saying, you know, make it look like, you know, old girl didn't start the fight, or trying to justify, you know, suspending, you know, her daughter. I'm just saying, shit.
How do he sound?
Stupid.
Wow.
It is. That's terrible.
Like I said,
That's
you got
terrible.
kids hit each other. What's
The
terrible?
child hit my daughter first. Why is she hitting my child?
No, we don't have two kids hitting each other. We got one kid trying to be a bully and it not working out for him, and then getting that ass. That's what you got. Serve that ass right.
Does it matter?
It does matter.
You're not hearing me.
That matters.
You're not listening to me.
You're not listening to me. That is crazy to me. My daughter is suspended because she hit the girl back.
That's crazy.
What are you talking
All right, here go part 2.
matter? That matters.
You're not listening to me.
You're not listening to me. That is crazy to me. My daughter is suspended because she hit the girl back.
She
What are you
hit
talking
another
about?
student.
And
Yes,
the
she
student
hit
hit my child. She hit my
You know what though? That shit happened to me before. You know what I'm saying? When my daughter, my oldest daughter, you know what I'm saying, when she was in middle school, she was on the bus one day, and a little boy, you know, didn't like her. Well, he probably liked her, but got mad because she didn't like his little ugly, you know what I'm saying, snotty nose. And either way, he wanted to hit on my daughter. My daughter ended up, you know what I'm saying, getting up and, you know what I'm saying, defending herself. So when me and my wife get to the school, they trying to suspend my daughter. When she defending herself, not only did she defending herself, but she defending herself against a little boy, you know what I'm saying, who don't know how to keep his hands off little girls. Oh yeah, she best to believe I raised hell now. I'm just saying. I won't try to, you know what I'm saying, start on my wife and my daughter, but you don't tell me no crap like that. You know what I'm saying? You gonna suspend my baby for defending herself? When this little knotty-headed little boy in here don't know how to keep his hands off, you know what I'm saying, off people to keep his hands to himself. Bullies need to be, you know what I'm saying, need they in my book. I'm just saying. That's just me personally. That's how I feel.
hit my child.
Make my motherfucking baby from behind, start hitting her on her head and biting her.
And she should. She was supposed to hit her back. She was supposed to hit her back. The girl got on top of my daughter and started hitting her. She got on top of my daughter and started hitting her and biting her. My daughter is injured. Your staff called me down there in tears crying.
Hold up. Now, so if the girl got on top of her daughter and started hitting her, what was she supposed to do? Just lay there and let her continue to hit on her? It sounds like to me the superintendent is just trying to justify suspending this little black girl. And I ain't saying it's racism yet, but I'm just saying it seems like racism is peeking its little eye. Y'all let me know.
Apologizing, saying I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense.
What I'm saying is this is a school, and if we have a physical altercation at school, it doesn't matter who started it.
My baby finished it.
Students are getting suspended for fighting.
So, okay, let's just say, so what y'all gonna do next time? The girl damn near, what if she hurt her real bad? Then what?
So it sounds like both students have worked on it.
Yeah,
So
she fucked her up.
this is not a one-sided thing. And from what I'm hearing from you is it's one-sided. And that's
I
not,
said what I
that is not
said.
happened.
Your staff called me and let me know that the little girl attacked my daughter. Her father was a witness to what when he picked up my daughter the other day. The little girl, I'm trying to tell to you. I'm trying to tell you something. The little girl told my daughter right in front of my daughter's dad that she was going to attack her the next time she saw her. My daughter did not go to the Boys and the Girls Club. She missed the day. She did not want to go. She did not go because of the little girl. So when she saw her, she attacked her, just like your staff said. And y'all ain't doing anything about it.
Nothing.
You telling me my daughter is suspended?
But I am, though.
Because she's
I'm doing something about it, though.
Naomi doesn't say something.
Well, as y'all can see from that fucking conversation, he don't give 5 fucks. If this was my daughter that attacked her, my baby would be locked up right now.
Yeah, they'll press charges.
In a fucking cell somewhere in some juvenile home. That's just that. I'm putting my foot on their necks. I'm not stopping. I called the police. Baby, I went to the house. I did all that. That's coming in all the other parts. But I don't play about my motherfucking kids. She legit snaked my baby from behind, pulling on her fucking hair, trying to pull her fucking hair out her head, punching her in the fucking head, biting on her fingers, biting on her legs, biting on her breast. What the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you so angry? What's wrong with you? Are you hungry? Why the fuck is you biting my baby? Until she turned that over and got in that ass. So, yeah, I don't even play like that. But here I go with the next part. Yo, and then this motherfucker had the audacity to tell me that he can get both of them charged with disorderly conduct. Fuck is you talking about? What is you talking about? Why should my daughter have to get charged with a disorderly fucking conduct, my nigga, when she the one that got attacked? Okay. The girl told her she was going to attack her days ago, and then she acted on that shit today. Listen. Your staff just told me. Your staff just told me that she taunts my daughter every time she sees her. That's why they, trying to be a bully bitch. What I'm telling you is she messes with her every single day. Every day. My daughter walks away. So the time the girl actually puts her hands on her and she hits her, beat her ass, her, and she defends herself. Yeah. Now she's suspended. What do you think she's gonna do? The little girl is messing with her. So the footage, can you send? I'm done talking about it. I'm so glad I got this shit recorded.
I cannot send you the footage.
Okay, so what we gonna do then? Like, how we gonna do? I'm about to just call the police so I can see the footage. How is that gonna go? Because you're not telling me.
Charges pressed.
The police, we have police here. So as far as the school's consequence and
I don't give no fuck about them. I'm sorry.
I could have the officer charge both of them for disorderly conduct.
I'll hang up on his stupid ass after this.
Okay.
Oh, that's bullshit. Yeah, he trying to scare her now because he don't want the other little girl to get in trouble. Oh, no.
Matter of fact, you sound silly. So, yeah.
What? Did y'all, what?
Definitely get her to be seen. Regardless, even if she wasn't in pain, the fact that I witnessed her getting punched in the top of her head, I think that's definitely grounds to go to the hospital to see pains. Because sometimes people don't have symptoms. Yeah. But I really hope that she's okay. And I know that it's going to take a lot for her to mentally and physically recover from this.
This must be one of the teachers.
Feeling like she can trust coming here because of that person, and otherwise she's a great student. She's always participating in things, and her and I get along very well. She's always cracking jokes. She's a really good girl. So I would hate to have her not feel comfortable coming here. But as long as the other girl is not here, then she should be fine to come back when she's ready. So
I just want to thank you for reaching out and stuff like that. So thank you. The other lady she was talking about, if you could have her call me, that'd be perfectly fine. And thank you again.
So a little update. Naomi is fine, but she do have to get on antibiotics to get a little girl.
Yeah, hold on.
But that's it.
Starts getting red, hot, angry, anything like that, then you either call your doctor or come back. But I think I have a low threshold. If the skin is broken and she's having pain there,
I say do the antibiotic because this child have a history of biting people. And the last time child got infected real bad. So I think we should just go ahead.
I think that's very reasonable. So what pharmacy do you use?
The Walmart.
Okay, I'm going to send a prescription over there, but otherwise, I think, like I said, the big thing I care about neurologically.
I didn't think, anything on her was broken. I just wanted to make sure, she was okay. Because the way they was explaining, even afterwards, they was texting like, oh, can you just see how she's doing, make sure she don't have a concussion. So I'm like, okay,
this is a good question, because I do a lot of our concussion management at the sports medicine clinic.
Okay.
It's always a little bit hard to tell in the aftermath. A concussion is really a clinical diagnosis. So there's no test I have that will tell me that she has a concussion.
Right.
What will is the symptoms that she may develop over the next 48 hours or so, 48, 72 hours.
Okay.
The fact that she's not having any symptoms overnight is actually a pretty good sign. A lot of times what I'll see is, after an incident like this or even a sporting event or whatever, it's like the next day they're like, man, I'm starting to get bad headaches, I'm starting to get nausea, those sorts of things. She doesn't have those now. Now, some things which you may not like to hear, but to sort of help mitigate some of that, like earlier bedtime, sleeping more than normal may be common, minimizing screen time, because that can certainly lead to eye strain and worsening headaches. So is it possible she has a concussion? It's possible, but it's kind of too early for us to tell from that standpoint.
Okay.
And if you feel like she is developing symptoms, call, and I'm happy to see her at the sports med clinic.
Okay. Yeah, I was just making sure because I could not sleep last night. I kept getting
right
up.
now
I was so nervous. I'm like, what's
right
wrong?
now she's got a perfectly normal neurologic exam. So
Okay. If somebody touched my child already know knock they likes the fuck out. All that talking through your teeth, I don't give a fuck. Walk away from that shit. But somebody touch you, knock they shit back. And that's just that. Don't walk away. Knock their ass out. Call me right after. That's that. We'll deal with it together. I'm the type of mother that will go to war and back for her children. But I'm also teaching my children how to defend themselves for situations like this. Not even gonna lie, it really pissed me off. Like, I have a lot of different emotions. I'm sad, I'm hurt, I'm angry. Baby, I'm motherfucking livid. You know what I'm saying? Like, living in Wisconsin, we experience a lot of racism. Like, my kids, they don't really understand that shit, but I be trying to teach the oldest ones. Not everybody is racist out here, but you definitely got some racist ones, and I've run across a few of them that was in the closet racist that act like they cool, but they really not. I don't like that type of shit, and with these schools and shit, I've noticed every school my kids have been to since we lived in Wisconsin, because, I've moved, I want to say, 3 times in 8 years or whatever. But every time, if it was an issue, it was always somebody saying something racial to my children. Go back to Africa and this, and, just calling them darky and talking about their hair texture and just stupid shit like that. But I hate that type of shit. Like, yeah, we live good out here. Yeah, life is great, but I hate that I'm living in a state that's so racist.
You know what? Let me say this. At the end of the day, I'm guilty of it too. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife, we moved. I stayed over. You get what I'm saying? To get my kids away from, some of the violence in the state we were staying in. I felt like, cause I grew up in the streets, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want my son, my daughter, I ain't want them going through, growing up like that. But at the end of the day, some of these states or some of these places we moved to, is it worth it? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, our kids don't have to worry about, the violence per se, as far as, the so-called black on black crime, they call it, the, gang banging and all that shit. But they got to deal with the racism. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that shit could be worse when you got racist people, who don't like your kids and don't like you. And, they think they can say or do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you have police officers who are racist. So, hey, it's bad enough when you, when you in your hometown, when the law get behind you, PTSD stick kick in and them lights go boop, you get a little nervous. You clean, you ain't got nothing on you, but it's just you don't know what type of police officers you're gonna get. So, and then you move to a racist state, you already, on that time where you know if they get behind you, 9 times out of 10 you know who you gonna get, and the reason he pulling you over is he profiling. You know, so I mean, is it best for us to continue to move out of our neighborhoods into these other areas where they really don't like us and accept us, or should we, you know what I'm saying, get our shit together and start building up our own communities? You get, you know, where our kids can be around people or people that look like them, you know what I'm saying, who have pretty much the same struggle, and you know what I'm saying, can relate to them a little better, you know? Y'all let me know. I'm thinking just brains, you know, just thinking, you know?
You know, like, we not equal. If we were equal, he would have listened to what the fuck I had to say, and he would have understood that little girl attacked my motherfucking child. But if it was the other way around and my daughter attacked her,
it'd have been a
my
problem.
daughter would be expelled from that school. She would be in some type of juvenile. I don't like the way this shit is going, and you know, it's like, it's really sad because I'm a mother with 5 black children, and it's never gonna get any better. But yeah, I just want my kids to know that I'm always gonna be fighting for them, period. Like, forever and always. And I just don't play. When it comes to them, I don't be giving a fuck what nobody gotta say about shit. And that's just that.
I don't blame them.
Like, it is scary, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just thinking of situations like the car situation, not being able to get to my baby when I needed to get to her. That would have been a 10-minute walk. You know, thankful that my friend dropped her off and shit like that. But it's just like, okay, I don't like shit like this. Like, the girl been threatening my baby with a knife and shit. So what happens if she would have
had the knife,
something like that? I would be in jail right now. I wouldn't give a fuck what grade that little girl in. Like,
I can't even knock a feeling like that.
And that's just that. Like, that's the truth. So I don't know. They need to figure something out, because I'm raising hell tomorrow.
I'm just sitting here thinking how scary it is being black. And it's very sad to say that, but it is fucking scary. I have this very intelligent, super beautiful daughter. She's 11 years old. And recently I found out she was getting bullied. I'm upset because she didn't let me know. You know, like, every day a child in this world commits suicide because of bullying. And I don't want to walk into my baby room one day and there's a note there, you know, with her goodbyes, and there's her lifeless body right there. That's not something that I can handle. That's not something that any parent should have to go through. I don't think people realize the seriousness in bullying, but it's a fucking shame that my black child, I'm getting told that she can get charged with a disorderly conduct because a fucking 8th grader, and she's a 6th grader, decided to attack her.
Yeah, that's wild.
And my baby took it
herself
upon herself to turn that bitch every which way but loose. Yeah, I called her a bitch because that's exactly what she is. I don't give a fuck. What possesses you to mess with somebody like that? You don't do that. You don't do that. And now that I know this entire city is on my page, oh, fuck everybody that, you know, fuck all of y'all. Fuck all of y'all. You're weird. The behavior that you all dish out is very weird. I had to get up for a second. I might as well stay up and finish the video. But having to hear from my baby that she had been getting called darky, go back to Africa, I hate your hair is thick and nappy, I don't like your shoes, I don't like your book bag. You know, just giving her the whole 9 yards of racism and bullshit. Having to hear afterwards really hurt my fucking heart, because you should have told me. I don't need you trying to think that you gonna handle anything by yourself when you got parents. Come tell me. This is the shit that...
And that's another thing to the youngins out here. Let me say this. If you having a problem in school, you know what I'm saying, hell, outside of school with another kid, let somebody know where at least they can, a paper trail could be, you know what I'm saying, laid out. They could document this shit. Because what you don't want to happen is for you to, you know what I'm saying, blank out and do something to them. And then now, you know, they trying to, you know, hell, charge you with some bullshit. You know? And in reality, the only thing you doing is reacting off some shit that they did. And that shit built up. You get them, you know? Because maybe that adult you tell could, you know what I'm saying, somehow mediate and squash it before it get too far. Like, I would, like, this little girl, maybe if she'd have told her mom when it first started happening, her mom could have intervened, you know what I'm saying, and got it squashed. Now, the way she talking, this how the school is, I doubt they probably wouldn't have did much, but at least her mom would have been prepared, or better prepared, you see what I'm saying, to deal with this, you know?
Shit that our children have to go through when it comes to racism, and y'all saying that we equal, and y'all saying that we should just forget about the past. What the fuck you mean forget about the past? The past is still here. We still dealing with it. Our babies are still dealing with it. The past was so fucking long ago, and here we are in 2024, and we're still dealing with racism. Our children are dealing with racism. Y'all got me fucked up. See, I didn't call each and every person that's above their fucking school, above the dean, above the board, the principal. Baby, I don't give a fuck who neck I gotta step on. We gonna figure this out. We are. Because I don't play about mine. I really don't. And it's not just for my kids. It's for all the other black children, too. This is some bullshit. Because if my baby was white, this would have been settled already. It would have been dealt with already. Like, could you imagine being a black child and going through all that fucking racism? Going through all of that shit and just deciding one day that you want to check out of here because nobody hear you and you're tired. Our children go through that every fucking day. Every day. And my kid will not be the victim of that shit. I promise you. I promise.
I guess this is NBC. Teacher in question.
I'm about to get a haircut because I look crazy underneath underneath here. But I want y'all to know that I emailed 2 news stations and like this little air talk, I don't know, something, you know, where they get on the radio and they talk about shit. I emailed them too, so I'm not playing. We gotta talk about this.
Yep.
One thing I'm going to say, and I hope y'all hear me like very, very clearly, stand on business when it comes to y'all kids. These teachers, they want you to think that your child is just being disrespectful. Your child is acting a fool. Your child is trying to run over the class. They want you to think all that. I'm never going to just listen to a teacher and, you know, set some consequences for my child.
No, sir.
That's never how it's going to go.
I don't blame you.
I hear what you're saying, teacher. Yeah. But I'm about to ask my daughter. Okay? I'm going to ask my child every fucking time. And my baby not going to lie to me. She's not going to lie to me. Yes, she may be nervous to tell me exactly what she said to the teacher, but she's going to tell me. I know my child. They try to throw in that, oh, you know, she's sassy. You know, she can get a bit sassy at times. I know, that's my child. I have also taught her to get respect, you have to give it. So if you're not respecting my child, I don't want her to respect you. She's not about to kiss your ass. If you can't be nice to her and gentle and kind with her, why should she be nice and gentle and kind with you? It doesn't make any fucking sense. So before these teachers, principals, who the fuck ever, before you try to take their word that your child said this, your child did this, talk to your child. Talk to your child, okay? Talk to your child and your child's friends. Hello, what you mean? Like,
I can agree with all that because we had an incident with a teacher before. I ain't gonna lie. Like I told y'all, we moved from my neighboring city to the, you know, from my city to the neighboring city. You know what I'm saying? To get my kids out of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the, you know, violence in our hometown. And the city we moved to was, you know, it had some racism going. You get what I'm saying? I had one of my kids had a teacher who was, you know, used to nitpick and bother all the time. My daughter would come home and say all the time, Mommy, I don't think she like me. Daddy, I don't think she like me. So what my wife did, my wife didn't tell nobody. She just came up to the school one day without anybody knowing, just sat back and watched. Just peeped, see what was happening. Come to find out, my baby was right all along. And we just gonna say my wife took care of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we in her story time, so I'll tell y'all about it one day. Let's get back into it.
Like, and if you got a good relationship with your child's friends' mothers, have them talk to the child too. And y'all come together and see what y'all can find out. Because these teachers don't like our black and brown child. They don't like our babies. This teacher was trying her hardest to convince me like a few weeks ago that my daughter was just up and talking shit to her and being rude and being snotty and nasty. I told my daughter, start recording her. I said, better yet.
Yo, that's crazy, because that's the same shit the teacher tried to do with my daughter. Tried to say she be talking in class, she won't be listening, all this old other bull crap. That's why my wife went up there that day and didn't tell nobody, just to see what was happening. Only to find out my daughter sitting there trying to do her work, you know what I'm saying, raising her hand when she had a question, and the teacher just being snappy and snobbish to my baby for no reason. So she got a point. Yeah. Pay attention to your kids when they tell you something. Cause some of these teachers, they be on one.
FaceTime me. My daughter had me on FaceTime. The teacher didn't even fucking know it. Had me on FaceTime. My daughter was like, hey, can I get up to sharpen my pencil? The teacher said, you may not sharpen your pencil right now. I'm teaching a lesson. You will wait. So her white friend next to her, she was like, hey, can you ask her, can you sharpen the pencil? Her friend asked, same thing. She said, go ahead.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
I was on my way up to that school because, bitch, you didn't even know I was on the phone.
Yeah.
And then,
that's right.
Before I got to the school, in a matter of seconds, I told my daughter, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. But she had already said, my daughter called it out. This is racism. This is racism. You see how I just asked, but you told me no because you're teaching the lesson, and my friend just asked and you let her do it? This is racism. As I'm on my way to the school, the teacher is texting me on the app saying how destructive my daughter is being in the classroom. She's upset because I wouldn't let her sharpen her pencil at the moment. Nobody used to get up while I'm teaching the class. You know, she's being very sassy. Bitch, what?
You know what? I don't mean no harm. At this point, maybe she can't take a child and put her in another school, but I can't. No, I had to pull my baby. Homeschool, another school, something. Yeah. And I get it, some parents ain't able to do, you know what I'm saying, maneuver like that. So they got to, you know what I'm saying, deal with it until they position themselves, you know what I'm saying, to do so. But yeah, no.
One thing I'm going to say, and I hope y'all hear me like very, very clearly. Stand on business. My daughter is very much aware of predators, okay? She know what's right. She know what the fuck is wrong. We have those conversations. I'm very much open with my kids about every single thing, right? So there should be no reason why they tried to put my daughter in school suspension.
Took pictures of
y'all follow me, right?
Girl's butt.
Because her and her friends was talking and telling everybody to watch.
They put me in school suspension for spreading rumors, even though it's true. Because a teacher took pictures of a girl's butt and he's creepy. It wasn't recent though. So you got, I guess it's the mom. So you got in trouble and not the teacher. Yep. Can we still get Taco Bell? What the fuck is wrong with this school, man? No, what?
Watch out for that teacher even telling principals, the dean, other teachers that this man is taking photos of a student butt. This is a teacher that works here. This is a teacher. They did not believe my daughter, did not believe the other students. So my daughter and another child went to in-school suspension. Whoa. Y'all know how hot I was. For one, on my way up to the school, I was texting and I was calling the dean. He downplayed it. He downplayed it like to the fullest. I didn't get no fuck. I was already on my way up there. Because what you mean y'all not finna listen
y'all
to her?
Parents need to get together and do something about this.
Like, my motherfucking father's mother got pregnant at 13 by the gym teacher. Let that sink in. So if y'all think it can't happen and it won't happen, get the fuck out of here. This school be holding me.
Man, shit, not only that, look at all these stereotypes, how many times you done seen the teacher sleeping with the student, you know what I'm saying, on both ends, whether it's the woman teacher or the man teacher. Look at the teacher that got pregnant by the student. Yo, come on, man. Y'all parents got to do something with this school.
Meetings about sexual predators and this and that. But when the kids are telling y'all that there's a teacher snapping where my other phone at? Snapping pictures of a student's ass and y'all ain't saying shit. And they was like, y'all need to check his phone because you can hear the snap of the camera go off. What we doing? What the fuck is going on? This school district don't be doing shit about nothing. Remember that first time I told y'all I contacted the superintendent and I was on their necks. I did not stop. I was not playing. That time my daughter got attacked by that 8th grader and my daughter had to beat that little girl ass, calling her the N-word, go back to Africa and all this, all at the Boys and the Girls Club. Y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember me telling that story? I ain't think they was gonna do shit. I had a whole police report. I was following up with that. Wasn't nobody doing shit. So I walked to the girl grandma's house and me and the grandma got into it, and then I had to scare her ass like, calm the fuck down, Missy. Y'all remember that? I had a meeting with the school, the principal, the little, I don't know what he is, the dean, and they tried to kind of downplay the situation, but I stepped on their necks about my baby. Like, no, racism is still here. I don't play that. Like, we're not doing that. What y'all gonna do? The superintendent never got back to me. So what I did differently today about this racist ass teacher and the shit she been doing and how she just act like she was so scared of my baby, shivering and fucking shaking and faking like she was about to cry and shit, I let the superintendent know. I went all to the fucking district, the little office and stuff. I went all to those places. They told me I had to contact the principal and shit like that last time. Whatever. I emailed the vice. I emailed the assistant and I emailed the superintendent and I let them know I'm gonna need a meeting like ASAP. I mean like the fuck sap, or I'm blasting everybody pictures all on all social media platforms. I'm like, y'all know how far social media can go when it comes to racism and our babies. Do you know how much of a village I would have behind me? Come on now. And I got my meeting and I'm not playing. Like, I don't know. Stand on business about y'all kids. These schools are racist as fuck. These white people don't give no fuck about our babies. And that's just that. Don't let them smile all in y'all face and tell you this and tell you that. They don't care about our babies. And that's just that. I promise you they don't care. I promise you they don't care. You got some that's genuine. But 9 times out of 10, the rest of them don't care. So yesterday I came on here and I told y'all how my daughter was calling me. Her friend was calling me because her teacher was going back and forth talking to other teachers, talking to other students about my daughter and some of her classmates being retarded. They were trying to get her to help them with a math question, and she didn't want to help. She don't really help the black and brown children. She have them wait for a long period of time. She separate them from the white kids. She just treat them poorly, right? This has been an ongoing issue. When that teacher messaged me, because we got like this app where we talk to teachers and things, she downplayed the situation. She'll say things like, oh, your daughter had her phone out. She's distracting the whole classroom. Everybody in that class have phones, iPhones, you know what I'm saying? And when she had texted me that message to come through, my daughter had already texted me 10 times telling me, Mom, I'm trying to record her. Mom, I'm trying to record her because she's talking bad to me. She's in my face. She's yelling in my face. Mom, come get me. There's been numerous of times when my daughter calls me on FaceTime and I hear the teacher screaming, and I immediately went up to that school. It's been times where the car wasn't here and I took 2 of my babies and I walked up to that school. So with that being said, yesterday, that teacher, my daughter confronted the teacher about calling her retarded, and the teacher ran to somebody else. And she was playing victim when she came back. She was scared. She was talking about she was so scared. She was turning red, pink. She was shivering and shaking. She was doing all that. Basically trying to make it seem like she was afraid of my child. And my daughter and her friends just had no clue why she was acting like that. When I got that information, of course I went up to the school. But at that point, everybody had left. Okay, cool. Today is Friday. I went up to the school. There's no school today. So I wasn't able to get in. I went up to the district and they told me I needed to contact the principal. The principal blocked me. At first she gave me her main number. I don't know why she gave me her main cell a few months ago, like a month ago, I'd say a month or 2 ago, because I had complaints about this teacher. I'm always complaining about this fucking teacher. So we was communicating through text a little bit. I just went to text her today. It ain't going through. Okay, so I emailed every fucking body. Of course, I put my foot on that teacher neck yesterday. I emailed her lots of times. I messaged her through that app. But today, I took it upon myself to email the superintendent office, everybody. I emailed like 5 people that's in higher power. I let them know that something needed to be done, or I'm about to blast this lady's face. I'm blasting her face any fucking way. The only reason I haven't went that far is because it's my daughter's school, and I don't want weird people trying to do weird things, you know?
Right.
But with that being said, I got a meeting with the superintendent, him directly. Me and my daughter will be going up there. I'm going to put my foot on these teachers' necks. I don't get no fuck. I don't play by my kids, period. Like, why you acting like you scared of my baby? Why are you going around saying she retarded because she needs your help? Before I get into the update of yesterday, me and my daughter, well, my daughter's going to tell y'all about some situations she endured at the school with that fucking teacher. Okay, so there's 5 days in the school week, right? How many days out of those 5 do you have situations with her?
4.
Damn.
Okay, so give me some
That's every
of
day.
the situations. I guess that you can remember, because you call and text me every goddamn day about her. So let's let them hear.
One day when I was in math class with her, I was talking to my friend about one of the math questions, and she yelled at me and made me go sit all by myself and do my work alone, even though I didn't know how to do it. That's why I was asking my friend a question.
And why didn't you ask her for help, the teacher?
Because when I raised my hand, she would just say, wait.
Does she ever get back to you?
No, not unless I talk to my friend about it. Like, say, see, this is how she treats me. Why is she not answering my questions? One day when I was in class, my friend was talking to me, and I turned around and I told them to be quiet, and she separated me from the rest of the group, and also made me work for myself that other time.
What color is your friend?
White.
I feel like your teacher and other people in that school is racist.
You know what? Let me say this. You know what? See, the thing about this is, I don't even really blame the kids. I blame the adults. You know what I'm saying? Because no kid come out being racist. It's because of the people like this, grown-ups, like adults like this teacher. You see what I'm saying? That put this shit in these kids' head and make them think that, you know what I'm saying, that they better than somebody that don't look like them. You know? Or make them feel it's okay to call somebody, you know what I'm saying, an N-word. You know? Or you know, think that they could do things that other people can't do because the color of their skin. So like I said, I don't even blame the children, because they don't know what they're doing. They don't understand. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, when they get older, you know what I'm saying, they'll learn that the shit that they doing as a child ain't right. They were doing as a child, you know what I'm saying, won't right. But it's these parents, because these kids get it, pick it up from somewhere. You get what I'm saying? Just like in the black community, people always saying that, you know, the children pick up these bad habits, you know what I'm saying, from the parents in the house. Well, guess what? Racism is the same thing. It's these kids picking up these bad behaviors, you see what I'm saying, in the house, looking at their parents, listening to how their parents talk. You know? Shit.
Yes.
Why do you feel like they're racist?
Because they treat the black and brown students different from the white students.
Can you give me some examples on why you would feel like that way?
And she's 12.
Shouted out the N-word in class, and when 3 people called him out, she told us to be quiet and stop making false accusations. And she went over to him calmly and said, "Hey, buddy, I want to know if you said this." And he, of course, denied it. And she asked us, and after we told her, she didn't do anything. It was on Halloween. I had my costume on and stuff, and she was telling me to stop talking because I was working with my friends, because like I said, she makes me sit by myself, and I don't like that. So I asked her if I could work with my friend, and she said yeah. So when I was working with my friend, this person kept talking to me, and I told them to leave me alone, and they kept talking to me again and again. And when I told her about it, she said that I'm being rude about it, and she wrote me up and said that, and sent me to the office.
And what color is the person that kept talking to you?
White.
You understand why I keep asking you, like, what color the person is?
Yes.
Why do I keep doing that?
So you can, I don't know.
I'm trying to understand, like, you know, the difference here against the brown children like yourself, black and brown, and the white children. I'm trying to see if this is like racial.
And he told other people that she called me retarded and said that it's not a big deal and stuff, and he's not in trouble, I am. So when I asked her about it, I went up to her desk when everybody was leaving the room, and I politely asked her, "Did you call me retarded yesterday?" And her face got all red, and she immediately ran down to see the vice principal, or I don't know what his role is,
And she talked to him, and when me and my friends walked past her talking, she was making it seem like I said something horrible to her, and she was saying, I'm so scared, I'm literally shivering right now. And she was shaking and stuff, as if I was gonna do something. And I asked my friend, when she walked past, she told me that she was playing victim, making it seem like I was being horrible to her and stuff. And then he made me talk to other people he sent me up to the office and made me talk to other people. And he sent up the person who said that she called me retarded. And he basically got rewarded because it was basically my fault. And he got 4 pieces of gum, and I got 1 piece. And he said, sorry for bothering you, and sent us both back to class. And when I walked into the math class, she immediately sent me to in-school suspension.
Tell me about the time they tried to put you in school suspension because you were telling everybody that there was a teacher taking pictures of a little girl, a student's butt.
Well, basically, me and another group of people were talking one day in class about it because he kept yelling at other students. So one student brought it up, and we all started agreeing about it because he's weird and stuff. And then one of the teachers wrote us up and made us all talk to the principal about it and sent us to in-school suspension because we were.
I really hate to bring race into things, but I live in a white-ass state, and people are racist as fuck out here, and I know it's a race issue, so let's just jump into it, right? So my daughter been in school since, September? She's in middle school, and she's in this math class. She steady having problems with this motherfucking teacher. Not only her, but 3 of her other black friends. Her white friends, they don't have no problems with this teacher. None at all. None at all. And I found that crazy, right? So today, we could talk about all the other days in a later video. But today, my daughter called me and texted me 50 fucking million times. I mean, phone blowing the fuck up. Her friend is calling and texting my phone too, to asking me to get a hold of her mom because her mom is not answering the phone. So I'm like, whoa, calm down. What's going on? They tell me what the fuck is going on. I'm like, can y'all record, right? So the teacher was going around and gossiping with other teachers. And they came back to the kids because other kids was talking about the shit. That the teacher in the math class was calling the kids retarded, the black kids retarded, because they're asking for help in the math class. You're the motherfucking math teacher. What are you talking about? Out of 30 fucking questions, my daughter got 1 wrong. And she wanted to sit and talk to the teacher about that 1 fucking question that she didn't understand. The teacher sent her to the back of the motherfucking room. Told her she was being snotty. She needed to figure it out. She was going to hold up. God fucking damn. Let me say what I got to say. She was going to hold up the fucking class. What? My daughter is a lot like me when it comes to like the attitude part. And I know she's fed up. Okay? I know she's fed up. And I have taught her, please don't let nobody disrespect you. Just know I'm coming behind you. So my daughter says, you called me retarded. You called my friends retarded. Why are you doing that? You're the teacher. You're supposed to be helping us. My daughter tells me, just like her friend just explained to me, okay? They explained to me. The teacher put her hands up and started to yell, play victim, like my daughter, my baby, my fucking baby. She put her hands up and started to scream and started to yell, please leave me alone. I'm not doing nothing to you. So now we're doing that shit to kids? Are you serious? So terrified of her that she ran to the office to go get the security person. I sent her a long message. I sent the principal a long message. Everybody got a long ass message. I don't give no fuck. You can just get your baby out of school. Shit. I'll be up there tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted a paper trail. But tomorrow, I'll be up there. Because, yeah, what we doing? I'm making this video, and hopefully it starts to serve.
Now the officer racist? Damn.
My daughter is experiencing racism from this officer.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, look. You got a little girl first being racist and attacking your daughter. Then you got the teacher being racist, being mean to your daughter. You got the superintendent not giving a damn about it. Now you got the police officer in the school being racist to her. Yo, Shawty, you need to get your daughter out of that school. I'm just saying, this is not no school for, allegedly. Let's just use allegedly, because, hey, we won't dare. But this is not a school for black kids. I'm sorry. It is not, yeah.
In her school, she's in middle school, and the officer name is Officer McDonald. Yeah, McDonald. I got confirmation from the principal that she know he is a racist.
So why he still there?
She know he don't like black and brown children. Today. And yes, I recorded that conversation. Because you have to record things like this.
True.
I just feel like when I start to post about him and talk about his name, things may, I don't know. You know how shit can be. He's a cop. I'm a black woman. I feel like things could go a little crazy. I don't know. I don't know what I feel like. I just have this real ill fucking feeling in the pit of my stomach that's like something gonna happen after this. But I don't know. Regardless of what it is, I still want people to know that this officer is racist. My daughter got attacked by this boy today. And I'm finna post the other story right now. My daughter got attacked by this boy today. She came home with scratches and bruises all over her body. Arms, face, and all that type of stuff. He attacked her. He called her niggers and everything else. He was calling her peers, the same things. She told him to stop. You know, you're not using great words. Like, I'm not that. Don't call me that. That's very offensive. And he proceeded to beat her up. To try to beat her up.
What are we doing here? Please tell me you took her out of the school. Please tell me you took your baby out of the school. Because at this point, yeah, this is too much. She done been attacked by a little white girl. She done been harassed and been picked on by the white teacher. The superintendent not giving no craps about it. The police officer racist to her, allegedly. Now, the little white boy been then attacked her. Yeah, no, shorty. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I'm sorry.
Turned it over and fucked him up completely. Beat him up. That's when the officer confided in the boy and decided to say that he's not surprised that she did that. When my baby got home, I spoke with her and I was at that school less than 4 minutes later. But yeah, my daughter is experiencing racism by a cop.
At 12.
A cop that's supposed to protect and serve.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm going to just shoot straight to the point. I have a GoFundMe for a fucking vehicle. Fuck that car. Seriously, like, fuck that. A car will come later. I need to make a new GoFundMe to raise, like, lawyer fees.
You should have been got a lawyer.
Because I know a lawyer is going to be pretty expensive. $15,000, $20,000 depending. I don't know. But I know I have a case. And I'm going to start calling around Monday. But I can't pull that, like, you don't just sit here and be like, damn, I think I'm going to need a lawyer for racism. I think I'm going to have to sue this fucking school, sue this cop, sue this person, sue this person. That's something that I didn't expect to do, but it's been on my motherfucking mind because I'm like, I have to do this now. Like, I'd have been to the superintendent, the principal not doing nothing. Like, nobody's standing up for my baby. Nobody. People are letting her get attacked. They turn a blind eye. So, yeah, I'm going to make a GoFundMe if you can't donate this.
Yo, man, I mean, shit. Yeah. This crazy, because what happens if somebody attack her next time and really hurt her? You get what I'm saying? Because, I mean, the faculty artists set an example that, you know what I'm saying, that such shit could happen and there really ain't going to be no real repercussions behind it. It's your job to make sure she's protected. How do you can't possibly feel safe with sending her to school at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Just share it for me. Seriously, like, I don't know. I'm just over it. I'm just so fucking over it. Like, why my baby? Like, nobody kids should have to go through this, but
right.
Y'all don't understand what that do to a child's mind.
Mm-hmm.
I just watched the video of my child get attacked by this white boy, and then how angry my baby was. I'm not even gonna say the next thing, but they not on my baby's side at this school. They not on her side because they suspended her. I can't even fucking talk. Lord, I'm trying to get my words together. I'm sorry. They suspended my baby because she defended herself. Nobody believed her. Not even the cop. But they're not protecting our babies And I'm like, this is fucked up. Like, fuck is just going on the media gonna do? I have to do more than that. I have to get a lawyer. I have to do that for real. So, I don't know. If you can't help. I'm about to go ahead and, like, set up the GoFundMe. I'm gonna delete the posting for the car, but I'm over it, y'all. Like, this is never gonna fucking stop.
And when they got to the office, I wasn't here yet because I had just been called on the walkie. I'm coming from the other side of the school. So by the time I got in here, I don't think Officer McDonald was even in here at that point. I think he had left to go back to
The principal admits the officer is racist. So why, if hold up, if the principal is, you know what I'm saying, she admitting that the officer is racist, why is he still in the school knowing that there are black kids and brown kids in the school? Knowing that he's going to be unfair to them. Shouldn't he be taken from the school and they put another officer in the school? You know what I'm saying? At this point, I mean, if this is true, I'm kind of believe that the whole school got some BS with them. And I wouldn't want my child going there if I was brown or black parent. Oh, yeah. That's, yeah, hell, that's, man, this is sickening.
I'm sure she'll be able to better tell you. I mean, I was trying to write so fast, but I think he said something about like, I'm not surprised or something.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
But that's always his demeanor,
I know.
and I can't stand that because, like, that's when we bring up race, and that's some racist stuff. Like,
Yeah. Why is he still working here? Like, he's a racist. Every single time it comes to this, like, she called me so much to the point where I'm like, take them your phone because you can't keep calling me. I'll just come up there. I'll just do a pop up. But he is just racist. He don't believe anything that come out of my baby mouth. I'm so tired of that.
Now the principal sitting there agreeing and shit, telling some I know, but you ain't doing nothing to stop it. I mean, really? This is crazy. Yo, this is too much. Now you oh man. You ain't doing nothing to stop it. But you agreeing with everything.
Like, we can't even send our kids to school and feel like they're protected. Like, you know, I just think in the worst scenario, what if something happened and she was in a near-death experience and he'd just stand there like he could see it. That's how I feel. If you can be racist like that, I don't know.
How did your meeting with the superintendent go?
Honestly, I didn't feel like he gave a damn about anything that I was saying. He said that he would check up on it, but I was like, okay. And I didn't hear nothing else. I don't know. It's really overwhelming. Nothing ever gets done. Like, we talk about the same thing every time I come up here. I don't know.
I wish I had a better answer for you. I really do. I'm tearing up here.
It's just, it's this state. Like, I'm starting to regret moving my kids here. It's really, don't cry, I'm sorry, but I'm starting to regret moving my kids here. Like, I moved out of Chicago to a better living. Like, that's home. I love home, but, you know, I wanted to make a difference for them. We've been here 8 years in office.
My baby has been experiencing racism at her school for quite a while. This is the second time she has been attacked. The second time she had to defend herself. The second time she has got suspended. I just said that with an R. Yeah. Suspended for defending herself. After being called niggers, darky, go back to Africa, I hate your skin, I hate your color, and getting attacked. The first time the girl that was in 8th grade told her, the next time I see you, I'm going to attack you. And that's what she did. And my daughter beat her ass. Yeah. But yet my baby still got suspended. I had to go to the school. I had to hunt down the grandmother. Police reports, nobody followed up on me. Stepping on necks, nothing happened. Right? I just had to meet with the superintendent for a racist teacher. A racist teacher. Nothing really happened. right? All they did was switch her class because I put fear in them to switch my baby class. That's it. She just got attacked today. Meanwhile, the officer at the school turned his head while the attack was happening on her. But when she flipped it and beat his ass, that's when he wanted to get involved. And then he said all these racial slurs, indicating that my baby was the aggressor. I said all that to say I can't even talk. I'm so fucked up right now. I'm so annoyed. Like, oh my God, I'm so annoyed. Y'all don't understand. I said all that to say I have a GoFundMe for a fucking car. Fuck that car. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. That car is going to come. I feel like this is more important. I want to, like, make a GoFundMe to raise, like, I guess, money for legal fees. Get a nice lawyer. Yeah. Because it's about time that I lawyer up right. Like, they're not doing nothing in this fucking school.
Goddamn
You don't
right.
know how many emails I have saved. I have so many voice recordings, videos, everything that indicates this school know what's going on, but nobody's doing anything about it. So with that being said, I'm going to make the GoFundMe. If you can donate, that's perfectly fine. If you can share, just share it. You know, like, I know that shit is gonna be pricey as fuck, and I don't know, like, if they talking like 15,000, 20,000 for a lawyer or some shit like that. I don't know, that's out of the budget. So I'm definitely gonna have to raise some fucking fees. You know, like, I can't just pull that out of nowhere. That'll put me in a major fucking bind. Yeah, y'all. Not to mention, my baby got suspended because she fought him back. Because she didn't allow him to just pay.
You know what though? You know what really get to me now? Listening to this story, and I know it's a long one, y'all. So y'all just bear with me because I really want to get through this. Is the fact that this baby, she's only 12. So how does this affect her? You know what I'm saying? That she's going through all this trauma. You see what I'm saying? With racism. And how is she going to look at police, other white people? You get what I'm saying? When all white people aren't bad. All white police officers aren't bad. You know what I'm saying? But because she's going through so much with these ignorant ass people, it can put a disdain, you see what I'm saying? A bad taste in her mouth. You know? And within right, I can understand why she would feel this way or why she wouldn't trust certain people. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to us. It's our job. You get what I'm saying? To protect our babies in situations like this. I commend the mother for going to bat, you know what I'm saying, and not stopping, you know, get what I'm saying, and fighting for her baby, no matter what, and regardless of who it is. I wish she had resources, you know what I'm saying, or I don't know if she got the resources, but me personally, I wish there was a way that I wish she could take her baby out of that school, just get her away from that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's obvious, her being in this school, they not gonna help her. They not gonna protect her. Cause if shit is like she said it is, and if it's going like this, they've already shown that they can care less. You know, on some real.
Pound on her face, pound on her arms, scratch her up. So their laws is.
And as far as for the little boy, your daddy should have his ass whooped. For you to even make him think that it's okay to put your hands on any female, black, white, blue, or green, you know? Shit.
Is if you defend yourself, you getting suspended. You're getting a charge. Is that fair to you? Like, you're sitting here calling this child a N-word with the hard ER. Darky, go back to Africa. I hate your skin. I hate you. You shouldn't be here. You don't belong here. And then you.
In both situations, both of them kids, because they attacked her, you see what I'm saying? Because they didn't like her due to racism, they should have been expelled for the rest of the year. Because if that been her attacking them because of the color of their skin, I promise you, her ass would have been kicked out of that school. And probably had charges put out on her. You know? Shit.
Hit on my baby. You scratch my baby up. You make her feel like she's not even human. You hurt my baby's feelings. Crazy. But she beat your ass. You cry. They comfort you.
Mm-hmm.
But she got to get suspended. Oh, and let them tell her he's going to get a consequence too. Isn't this not fucked up? My child has been suspended twice for defending herself. The first time, the girl attacked her. She told her, my baby in 6th grade, the girl was in 8th. She told her she was going to attack her when she saw her next. And that's exactly what she did. But when my baby beat her ass like she's supposed to do, she's in trouble. And then the dean of students, I got a recording of him saying, no, she should not defend herself. He was talking to me all type of crazy. That's on another playlist, but like, come on. I'm so fucking mad right now. I'm so fucking livid right now. Like, I gotta calm the fuck down and get in the right state of mind. Like, for real. The last thing I need is to be in jail. Again. I don't need that.
Mm-mm.
You know? But it's like, damn, bro, I gotta get the fuck out of Wisconsin. I do.
There you go.
This is not a state for black children. I can't raise my kids here. I can't raise my babies here. I can't. Like, this is so fucking miserable. The last thing I need is for my baby to defend herself. And fuck around and hurt somebody so bad I never see my child again. Fucking behind bars or some shit. Or somebody to hurt my baby and I never see my baby again that way. Oh my God, what the fuck is up with this race?
And you know what the sad thing about it is? The way this shit is going and the way it's playing out. Lord forbid she get in another altercation. Rather she and somebody get hurt, seriously get hurt. Rather it be her or them, she lose. Because if she seriously hurt them, 9 times out of 10, yeah, they gonna try to press charges. And they gonna try to lock her up. You see what I'm saying? Or if they seriously hurt her. Because she afraid of the consequences that could come on her if she, you know what I'm saying, defend herself. You know, she still lose. So it's like where she at now, in a way, it's like a no-win. Get your baby out that fucking school. Excuse my French, y'all. But I'm
shit,
saying,
like, what is up with racism? Why the fuck can't y'all just teach y'all kids to be decent? Why can't y'all be decent? I'm talking to white people now.
Ignorant.
You know? Like, for the ones that's not racist, don't even say shit to me. If you're not racist, you're not racist.
Yeah, yo, same here. Listen, if it apply, you know it apply. If it don't apply, come on, let that fly. You know what I'm saying? It's obvious she's only talking to the ones that it apply to. If the shoe fit, wear it. If it don't, hey, shit, you can only agree with her. That's how I feel about it.
But for the ones that is racist, and you teaching your kids how to be racist, how do you feel at night? Good?
They do, because they
feel
think
good?
they're right.
Because the last thing I need is for my baby to get bullied by some white person, and I walk into her room and she's dead. I'm going to raise hell. I swear I am. Like, I'm just over it. I need to get off this. I'm fed up. That's it. You know? I'm just over it. I'm over it. I'm tired of racism. I'm really at the breaking point of spazzing the fuck out. I already said I feel like once I post this officer, my life might be hell. But I don't give a fuck. And honestly, like, the way I feel in the pit of my fucking stomach, if something was to happen to me, just know I never leave my kids behind. You know? I never do something to myself. That ship has been there, done that. I'm not fucking depressed. None of that shit. I never, if I was to ever turn up missing or some shit, I never do nothing to myself. That's the old me. I would never do that to myself. I made a vow. So, his name is Joseph, McDonald. I'm about to post his picture, but I'm just letting you know, like, after I exposed this man for being a racist, I know he's a racist, and my daughter have been complaining about him since the school year started, right? If anything, I'm not jinxing nothing, but that's just how I'm feeling right now. Like, that's just how I'm feeling. To hear that principal say she know he's racist, you know? And that's a cop at the end of the day. They got their buddies. They can do what they want. So, y'all hear me saying this shit, right? If anything was to happen to me, trust me, I would never leave my kids behind. These children are my pride and fucking joy. I will never leave my babies behind. I never do something to myself. Okay? If anything was to happen, I guarantee you it was a cop. I'm gonna let you know that right now. That's just how I'm feeling in the pit of my fucking stomach.
Ain't that sad? That she had to make a video stating that if anything happened to her, that she'll never leave her kids behind, and she will never leave her kids, cause she's scared that, you know what I'm saying, a cop may retaliate cause her allegedly exposing him. Ain't that some shit? But this is I hate to say it, this is the type of shit we live in. And a lot of people don't want to admit it, you know what I'm saying? Or want to turn a blind eye to it, but shit, facts is fact. This shit is happening. You know?
Cause damn, like, are you serious right now? Like, to hear that fucking principal tell me that she know he's racist, and like, what are you doing still at the school? You know? So, I just have to say that. This is what he looks like. So again,
look at him. His ass look like a racist.
If anything was to ever happen,
yeah, he look like
I'm not leaving my kids.
Sneaky ass racist.
I'm not doing nothing to myself. There you go.
Look at this.
I already said I feel like once I post this officer, my life.
Damn. Yeah, see, so shit. Stuff like this make me want to do something to a kid. My daughter come home looking like that because a little boy them put his hands on her. Yeah, it make you know you can't, but it make you want to. Good thing, you know what I'm saying, she whooped his ass for it. Yeah, she got a couple of bruises, but I bet he think twice about putting his hand on another little black girl. I bet that. She mollywopped that ass. Yeah, good for his little ass. That's crazy.
Well, anyway, I brought her into me first, and she told me that the first thing she asked for was an ice pack and was denied. So I immediately got up and went and got the ice pack.
But you're the principal, like, I mean,
correct. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be speaking with my staff about how they're addressing students.
But you know that's not going to go anywhere. We keep dealing with the same thing. It's not going nowhere. Like, I understand that you're trying to do things, and I'm grateful to have a principal like you. But what if he wasn't here? What if they didn't? There wasn't a different principal that an account and jump right on it.
Right.
It's so unfair. So like, besides words, what else?
Well, I mean, there's a process I can use for discipline for staff, but I'm not allowed to discuss
That's
persons.
fine.
But so I'm going to deal with them. But obviously, it was 2:45. Like, I had to deal with students first. So. Anyway, so then I gave her some antiseptic for her scratch and a Band-Aid. Sorry. So then she helped me. We brought up the video camera to watch it, and boy, it's a dinosaur of a system. It's really old, and she was like, "This is weird because it's in slow motion." And I didn't tell her that. She's like, "Why is everybody moving so weird?" So anyway, it's grainy. It's hard to see, and it's like. You probably have a camera on one side of the gym and it's trying to catch, what's over here. But even though it's sort of grainy, we were able to see, she and I, that's me, that's the kid, there was another kiddo, and then there was a teacher. So she told me her story, I took notes, I made a little drawing, went through everything, got all the details. So then I brought her out to have a seat in the front, and I brought the other kiddo in. Let me hear your story. So he starts telling me his story, and then he got to this part, he said, so then she started hitting me. And I stopped and I said, "Did you throw the first punch?" And he kind of sat there. And I said, "Look, don't lie to me, because I already watched the videotape." So then he kind of said, "Well, I don't think I did." And I said, "Well, you did." But what happened afterwards, and it was fairly quick, because there was a teacher right there. But then that's when Naomi, she started pummeling him. And I know that she shared with me that you teach her to fight. And
more so defend yourself.
Right.
Yeah. But what I told her is, okay, but that's different. Like, I can understand a knee-jerk, like he punches you, you punch back. But then the two of you got to separate. Like, you can't just keep going at it. And I really do fear that the teacher not been there. I think her emotions would have gotten the best of her. I mean, she's really pummeling this kid.
Now, see, that's the part I don't like. Now, you see how she switched it, even though he started the fight and started hitting on her first. Little boy. She switched it because he, you know what I'm saying, she ended up getting the best of him with, you know, she was really pummeling him. I mean, I worry that if they wouldn't have stopped it, her emotions would have got the best of her. Like, she would have really hurt him. He didn't hurt her, but she would have really hurt him if they wouldn't have stopped it. That's the BS I don't like. You know what I'm saying? That's the bull I don't like.
So, anyway, both of them have some very minor injuries. You'll see when she gets home.
I saw it already.
She has this over here, which I gave her sorry, it's my allergies.
You're fine.
Gave her the ice for. She does have that scratch. Thought there was one more thing. You're gonna have to ask her when you get home. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought there was one other thing. But maybe there was a scratch and she felt like there was a bump, so maybe that's what it was. But anyway, so then the teacher stepped between the two, separated them. They were at the top of the bleachers, so somehow, I don't know, he got them down, and then there was a teacher down below on the floor who was like supervising the floor. She brought them to the office. Then when they got to the office, I wasn't there yet because I just been called on the walkie. I'm coming from the other side of the school. So by the time I got in here, I don't think Officer McDonald was even in here at that point. I think he had left to go back to the gym maybe. But I brought her in right away. She told me that he said, I wrote it down, something real snarky.
Okay, I think this is the rest of the one we earlier we heard the video she was recording the principal.
I'm sure she'll be able to better tell you. I mean, I was trying to write so fast, but
yeah, that's what this is.
Something about, like, I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
something
I'm
to,
not surprised.
Yeah.
But that's always his demeanor
I know.
when I can't stand that because, like, that's when we bring up race, and that's some racist stuff. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Why
If it's racist and you know the officer racist, why do you still allow him in the school with your students? That's the shit I don't understand. Y'all know he racist. You know he don't like black and brown kids, but yet you still let him patrol in the school around black and brown kids. So do you really think they gonna get a fair chance with anything they do? Come on, man.
he's still working here, like he's a racist.
Exactly.
Every time it comes to this, like she called me so much to the point where I'm like, take them your phone because you can't keep calling me. I'll just come up there, I'll just do a pop up. But he is just racist. He don't believe anything that come out of my baby mouth.
Look, I know. It's bullshit.
I'm so tired of that.
I am too.
Like you can't even. We can't
No, you're not, because you still got them there.
School and feel like they're protected. Like
Now, let me say this. I don't know if the principal have any control over who the officers that come to the school, but it got to be something she could do. You get what I'm saying? To get him out of the school and get another officer in there. Oh, unless she's scared, you know what I'm saying, to say something, and now she's targeted by the police, which could be, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it could be the situation. We don't know. You know? I'm just, hey.
In the worst scenario, what if something happened and she was in a near-death experience and he'll just stand there like he can see it? That's how I feel. If you can be racist like that, I don't know.
How did your meeting with the superintendent go?
Honestly, I didn't feel like he gave a damn about anything.
Okay, these are the text messages, y'all. Y'all gonna have to pause this and go through the text messages because I ain't reading all of them. But I'm pretty sure y'all can go ahead and pause the video and go through and read the text message to see what you know what I'm saying, the conversation is about, you know.
The first attack. The girl, she's in 8th grade. My daughter, 6th grade, right? Huge difference, right? The girl told my daughter, I'm going to attack you the next time I see you. My daughter told her, I don't think you want to do that. She saw her days later at the Boys and the Girls Club. What did she do? What did she do? Exactly what she said she was going to do, right? So, in front of everybody, staff, all of that, she attacked her. But you know what they do? They make it seem like they didn't see anything. They just saw what my daughter did. They saw how she reacted. They saw my daughter beating the girl up. Right? So, fuck the bite marks and the bruises and everything that's on my baby's skin. They see what's wrong with her. That's really crazy. I didn't find this out until my daughter reached out to me.
That's crazy.
That's also crazy. So, I went and took her to the ER. She got antibiotics for the bite because the bite was so deep. That period of time, there was racism going on. Oh, you're a nigger, go back to Africa. Fuck you. I hate your skin. I hate your clothes. I hate this. I hate this. You know, like me going up to the school. I'm always going up to the school. Always going up to the school, making noise. I got called angry black this and blah, blah. I don't give a fuck when it comes to my kids. I have to do a different approach, you know? So, start recording. Start putting up. About a month ago, she was having issues with a teacher. Teacher making her sit at the back of the room.
Okay, hold on.
Making all the kids sit in the back. The white kids in the front. Separating her from everybody. Not helping her, calling her retarded. Just fucking over the black kids. I cursed the lady out. I told her that I'm not playing. I'm going to put fear in her about my child. She blocked me. And guess what? My baby was in a whole different class. I went to the superintendent. Nothing got done. Teacher's still there. My daughter told them about, oh, there's a man taking pictures. A teacher.
Okay, my thing is, if they didn't already told the teacher, if they didn't already told the teacher and the superintendent, if they didn't already told the teacher that he taking pictures and nothing's being done, it's time to get your kid out that school. Because they don't care, period.
At that, taking pictures of students' butt. They put her in school suspension. Said she was spreading rumors. What? Over 10 girls have told y'all that this man is a creep and he's taking pictures. They can hear the camera go off. Nobody did nothing about that. Nothing. They just down.
You know what? I got a question. I wonder what color were the girls that he was taking pictures of? Were they black little girls or just black and white little girls? Because I'm just saying, me personally, I don't think if there was, white little girls that they would have been so nonchalant about it. So were these black little girls saying he was taking pictures? That's why they ain't, do nothing about it? I'm just asking a question. What y'all think?
Situation. Yesterday, my baby was attacked on the bleachers. The boy called her niggers before he attacked her. And you know what the principal said? She tried to downplay it. Mm-hmm. She said, you know what? Yes, I saw him throw the first punches. But I feared that her emotions would have got the best of her. And she would have really harmed him. I don't give a fuck. You should never touch my child.
Facts.
For one, you a boy. For two, fuck is you touching her for? You just call all type of niggers. Mm-hmm. I don't give a fuck. You should have kept your fucking hands to yourself. This school is called Washington Middle School. It's in Manitowoc. Yeah.
Well, I will be calling the other student's family. We're going to actually do that next. I do have to have school consequences, I'm sure you know, like the school rules. So I'm giving Naomi 3 days of suspension. The other student, we use something here called progressive discipline. And all school districts use this.
Mm-hmm.
What it means is that we look at what they have prior, right? And so if a student doesn't have anything and this is their first offense, they may get 2 days where the other kid might get 3. So it does seem unfair, but we can't develop.
But both kids gonna get suspended. Even though the one was the aggressor and started the fight. You know what I'm saying? And the other one was just defending themselves. They suspend both of them. Which that to me, that's unfair. Because if you start the fight, you should get suspended. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Divulge that to people when we're talking about it. So, they may know, well, this kid got 3 and this kid got 2 or whatever the case is, but they don't know all that backstory and we are not able to share that. Do know that the other student is getting a pretty steep consequence too.
That's some bull.
So, anyway.
A little bit of an update. I took my baby to the ER and, they took pictures and everything, all the good stuff. The RN was very, very nice. But the crazy part about this is everything that's reported is going right to Officer McDonald.
Oh man, ain't that racist?
Yep, every single thing. So, you know, like by state laws, man, if a child is assaulted at school or anything, any type of attack, the RN has to report it, which is great. But baby, what good is that gonna do when the officer that's racist, that don't give a fuck about my child, is gonna get the report? And I told him that's not gonna do any fucking good. When he said, well, yeah, I'm gonna send everything over to Officer McDonald. I have to check in with him because he know the school, he know everybody there, the kids, and he know how to work the the video camera and all that type of stuff.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah. I'm like, but he's the person that don't give a fuck about my baby. Like, he's racist towards her. What good is that gonna do? Oh, I didn't know him to be like that. You know, I also don't know him that well, but you know, like, I don't get that from him. Like,
come on,
get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't want to hear that. You know, like, I don't want to hear that at all. It's not gonna do any good. So I'm gonna just have to definitely get a lawyer. You know, cause they playing. I don't give a fuck what nobody else says. The principal agreed with me and said that he's racist.
There you go.
Oh, that's all I needed to hear. What? So, yeah, that was that. That's the update. Yeah. Yep. A little bit of a...
Alright, y'all. That's that one, that video right there. Now, look. Check this out. My final thoughts. It's a good thing that she is, you know what I'm saying, getting a lawyer. Because she gonna need one, especially with this. Y'all, man, y'all pay attention to your kids when they're in these schools. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these teachers don't got your kids' best interests at heart. And they just there to collect a check. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the racism, I mean, yeah, if it's like that there, it's heavy. You know? I mean, I think her best thing to do is take her kid up out that school. Because, you know, she can't protect them. She's at work. They look, her 12-year-olds there by themselves. They can do anything. You hear what I'm saying? And you got a racist police officer there. He can stand by and watch somebody do whatever they want to her daughter. And whose word you think they're going to take? They're going to take his. You know? But I salute this mom for standing in there, you know, having her daughter's back. I hope things get better, you know what I'm saying? And she finally get justice, you know? Yeah, y'all, with that being said, y'all don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to leave y'all comments down below. Share this shit, because there's always somebody that needs to see it. And if you're feeling the content, subscribe to the channel. I'm your boy Topicz, Peep Game TV. I'll get at y'all next time. Alright,